Oh! Have you been good girls and boys this year? Come sit on Santa's lap. What do you want from Santa?
Car.
A car? You?
I would like my own unicorn. What should my mom get for my dad?
I have a bunch of good ideas.
The holidays are coming, and I know it can be a difficult time of year to find the right gift for a maker in your life, whether they're into woodworking or into construction, or they want...
Daddy, guess what Santa said to get you for Christmas?
What? Well, now that I know what I'm getting for Christmas, maybe I can help you find something for one of your loved ones. I came up with a list of the 10 best things that I think would be a great gift for a loved one that isn't a tool. Let's get to it. The first thing on the list is a pocket knife. I think every woodworker, every carpenter, every DIYer, every maker can use a good pocket knife. It's something that I always carry on me all day, every day. I always have a pocket knife in my pocket. Whether I need to open boxes or I need to sharpen a pencil, I always have a pocket knife on me to get the job done. You could spend a lot of money on a pocket knife and make it an actual gift, or you can spend a little bit less and use it as a stocking stuffer. Either way, a pocket knife is a great idea. First knife here that I have that I like a lot is the Gerber Flatiron folding knife. This knife is one of my favorites. I love the weight of this thing, I love how thin it gets, and I love this cleaver look that it has. Nice solid steel blade, it's a great option. The next one is the Swiss Army Camper pocket knife. This is my probably everyday carry. I use this one the most because I use this for camera equipment. I use the corkscrew for opening wine. The corkscrew comes in handy more than you would think. A lot of times you can be out at somebody's house, they can't find one, and you have one in your pocket. You have flat head, you have a Phillips head, you have a little saw on here, you got a toothpick, some tweezers. Tweezers are always handy to have around the shop. And I modified this a little bit with this little pocket clip. You can see there, so it doesn't fall at the bottom of my pocket, and I can keep it on the lip of my pants. So this one, the Camper Pocket, is definitely my favorite option for the Swiss Army knives that they offer. Just the most versatile, and it's not too chunky. Sometimes some of these knives just have too many things that you don't need to use. Next, one of my favorite knife brands is the Spyderco. This is the Tenacious Lightweight knife. Nice solid steel, very nice and light. There's a nice spider hole in it that you can just stick your finger in there and flip it open. It's a great option. I have a few Spyderco knives. Definitely one of my favorites. I usually carry this around when I'm not going to be going to work because it's a little bit fancier than I would like to take to work. You could spend a good amount of money on these blades. They go from roughly $50 to, you can even spend $300 on one of their knives. And then also another brand that I really love that I don't have one of their knives here is Benchmade. The Benchmade Bug Out is one of my all-time favorite knives, maybe after the Spyderco. And then if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, maybe a stocking stuffer, Milwaukee. I know it sounds like a tool because it's made by a tool brand, but it is a nice knife to carry around. I use this thing all the time. I keep it around myself at work because what's nice about it is that you don't have to worry about dulling the blade. If you're cutting a lot of cardboard boxes or opening a lot of Amazon packages, or you need to sharpen a lot of things at work, you can just pop out this blade and put a new one in. You can buy hundreds of blades for pennies to the dollar. And what's great about it is that it is a nice flip action, and they have them in multiple different styles. So this one that I have also comes with a screwdriver attachment on the bottom side, so you can flip this around. You have a Phillips head, and on the back side you have a flat head. And so that comes in pretty handy for me, this little flathead guy. Don't really use Phillips screws and flathead screws much anymore, but this flathead part helped me to open paint cans, helped me to open things too. So it's a good option. This one is a little bit more chunky. You can get one without the screwdriver attachment, and it's a little bit thinner, a little bit lightweight, but definitely I use this thing as basically like my fidget spinner. And then they have one that doesn't have that replaceable blade. I mean, you can always replace a blade on a knife, but this is a fixed curved blade, which is a fun little tool to have. So as far as pocket knives go, I'll link all these guys down in the description where you can get them, but these are some of my favorites just for everyday carry. The next gift I want to talk to you about is a nice pair of leather boots. Get something that's real leather. I'm kind of a fan of leather things, which you'll see the more you watch this list. I got a lot of leather goods in here because I love leather, but good leather matters. Genuine leather is not necessarily real leather. You want to get real leather boots. And my favorite boot company, hands down, is Brunt. Brunt makes awesome work boots. I've had several pairs of these. They're nice and lightweight. They're very comfortable. I've never been a fan of work boots working in the shop. 25 years of working in the shop, I never could become a fan of working in boots. They're just clunky, they don't feel comfortable, you gotta break them in, they're heavy, but I will tell you that Brunt killed it on this design. These shoes are nice and light, they feel like sneakers, so take a look at these boots. The great thing about Brunt boots is that they do not sell in store, so it keeps the price at a nice cost. It's not gonna destroy your pocket, it's not gonna break the bank, because they were able to keep their pricing lower because of direct shipping. They are a local company also here in Massachusetts, and I always love to support local. So if you're looking for boots, Brunt's the way to go. Also, with these boots, I do have a discount code, 10%. You can use code Lighthouse10. You'll save 10% on anything you buy on their website. So I'll link all these in the description again down below so you can have access to all the codes that I have. Awesome leather and just a great boot to have. I wear them all the time. But not only is Brunt great about their boots, Brunt also offers other workwear, and they did not disappoint when it came to the workwear. So I use their jacket in the winter, and this guy, I'll tell you, is one of the most comfortable jackets. It's got nice special pockets inside to hide your phone. It's got pockets everywhere. It's not too heavy, because one thing working in the shop, when you start sweating and it gets warm, a jacket can get too heavy, and a jacket can also be too light. So previous jackets that I would wear, I would have to wear a hoodie underneath, and then put the jacket on, and I wear all these layers and take things off. But with this jacket, I just grab this thing and run out the door and I go to work. But even cooler than that, I gotta say, I became a huge fan of Brunt's work pants. These guys have like a bit of a stretchy material. The fit that they have, if you are looking for a new pair of pants to work in, go with these guys. These are awesome. You will not be disappointed when you try these. The back pocket design, that's a little bit tilted, as you can see. You got nice pockets in the front. You got a little bit of reinforced area here for your pocket knife, and also on the right side. And then you have nice little pockets on the inside of the pockets too. And then you got some nice reinforced knee pads here, so if you're working down on your knees. And they're not too heavy. They're not too thick. A lot of work pants nowadays are coming out really thick, and they feel abrasive and clunky. So I'm a big fan of these. If you're looking for pants, I would go with those. And finally, what you can also get from them, which I really like, is just random swag. So you can get a nice t-shirt. They offer different styles of shirts and hats and beanies and all kinds of stuff. So if you're looking for something apparel wise, I would definitely look into Brunt, because it's your one-stop shop for many times I find myself going to work and I'm only wearing Brunt because everything's just so comfortable. Number 3, the next thing I want to talk to you about, since we're on the subject of leather, is a nice leather wallet. This company is one of my favorite companies also when it comes to do with leather goods and wallets. American Benchcraft, also a local company, 100% awesome leather, and everything is handmade here in the United States, handmade, and you follow them on social media, you'll see it all done right before your eyes. Nice thick leather, it's not thin, so it's gonna last, it's very durable. They make their wallets for the maker, for the craftsman, for the construction worker, so that it can take a beating over time. This here is what I got, is the front pocket wallet. And I also am a big fan of thin wallets. I don't like having a big chunky thing in the back of my pocket. And I also am a fan of putting wallet in the front pocket. Back pocket is for the phone. I don't care what you say, this guy goes in the back pocket. But I am a big fan of this company. They have many different styles, many different designs. They don't only make wallets, they make knife holders, they make all kinds of things. So take a look at their website, take a look at their products. They're having a huge sale right now for the holidays, and I have an additional 10% discount code that you can use on top of their sales that they're offering right now. So go to their website, use Lighthouse 10, save 10%, and you won't be disappointed with this guy. Number 4. Now that we're still on the topic of leather, I promise you this is the last leather option that I have on my list, but this one is a good one. I use this thing almost every day when I'm at the shop. It's not a tool, it is an apron. Cleaver makes the best aprons, hands down. I've had this thing for several years now, and you can still see how great this looks. I wear it almost every day. I carry all my EDC stuff for the shop in there, my pencils, my tape measure. You can customize these guys. You can add different little things that might be useful for you. So if you are left-handed, which I am left-handed, it's nice to have the pencil on the left side. If you're left-handed, you might want a tape measure on a different side. On my apron, I had them customize a rag ring so that anytime my hands are wet or dirty, I have a rag right there that I can wipe my hands down on. Endless options, great quality. Take a look at them. It's something that anybody who works in any shop is going to love. Also with these leather aprons, I got a discount code, 10% off. So definitely take a look at that. You reach out to them, they'll respond, they'll help you out, and they're definitely gonna give you a product that you will not be disappointed. This next thing might be one of the most important things to have while you're working with tools, working in a shop with loud noises, is good ear protection. You can't go wrong with IsoTunes. IsoTunes is the leader in the game, if you ask my opinion. They have great quality sound, you have Bluetooth settings, you can answer phone calls with them, and it blocks out all the noise in the shop. So that's something I'm always using. Running a business, I have to answer phone calls. I got my headphones in already, I just run out and answer the call. Also, I can listen to my podcasts, I can listen to music, all kinds of things while I'm working. It's a great thing to have because not only are you protecting your hearing, but you're also protecting yourself and everything else. It's a great thing to have. Use them. It will save you. It will save your hearing. Was that loud? Oh. Many times I'm wearing these in the shop and my employees come up to me and they're like trying to get my attention. Lucas, 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 and I can't hear them. I can't hear the machines. It's a great thing to have. So take a look at IsoTunes, 10% discount, Lighthouse 10 down below. Save yourself some money. Get your loved one some good ear protection. Next on my list is a good stocking stuffer. Get a good writing utensil. Pencil for a carpenter from a maker. Anybody who's working with wood can always use a good pencil. Throw out all those big square chunky carpenter pencils. They're crap. You always have to resharpen them. They're always breaking on you. Go with Pica. Pica makes some awesome pencils, some awesome writing utensils, some awesome markers, some awesome crayons. Whatever you're writing on, whether you're doing metalwork, woodwork, plastic work, glass work, they have a utensil to write on it. So take a look at them. So the pencil that I would use the most in my shop is the Pica Dry. It's basically your normal pencil, but it has a nice thick graphite tip and easily to replace, easy to sharpen. There's a sharpener at the bottom of your pencil holder. The lead doesn't break very easily, and I use this thing all the time. I put it in my apron and I walk around and I just take it out of the sheath and make my mark and I can throw it back in. It's a great thing to have. If you're more into construction, if you're looking for something with a fatter head, like those big thick pencils that I was telling you about, they have the Big Dry, which is this guy. Nice big square head, has a piece of sandpaper here to help you sharpen your tip there. Also same idea, just folds into the sheath and stays nice and tight. They also have pencils or markers, I would say, for different things. So I use this red Crayola, I think it is. I think it's a crayon, some kind of wax. But I use this to write when I need to make notes or dimensions or something, write a number on a piece of wood. I use this guy. It's clearer to read than it is a pencil. And then when I'm making fine cuts, doing fine carpentry, trying to get some tight angles or working on a custom base or working on small pieces of wood, I really love to have this Pentel. The Pentel graph gear has different sized lead that you can use. This one is a 0.3, which is a super fine lead. It breaks easy, yes, but when I'm working in fine pieces of wood and I need to get down to the millimeter in size, when having a really small tip can be very helpful with your woodworking. So I use all these almost daily. If not daily, I definitely use them several times a week. These are great stocking stuffers if you're looking for something for that. If somebody were buying me a gift, I would never shy away from a nice bottle of whiskey. This bottle of Blanton's, if you want to spend a little bit more money. This here is my favorite, I don't want to say everyday whiskey because I don't drink every day. I say my favorite Friday night whiskey. Woodford Reserve Double Oak, great price, good taste. Then you can get something more creative. This is a gift my wife got for me, Redwood Empire. Just nice little labeled whiskey for the collection to keep up on the shelf. So whiskey is a good option as a gift as well. The next gift option is some swag. If the person you're trying to buy a gift for is really involved in social media, loves watching YouTube videos about carpentry, about DIY, about welding, about whatever, go find their favorite company. Go find their favorite influencer. Go find their favorite page to follow and go buy some swag. Not only it's great to support the influencers, support small businesses, support locals, but you can never be let down with some swag from your favorite influencer. Just saying. Lighthouse. Next up on the list is a Yeti. I know there's many brands and people have their opinions on Yetis, but I am a diehard Yeti fan. Take this every day to work, keep my coffee hot. I take this every day to work, keep my water cold. I keep these around in the house when I have a cold beer or a cup of coffee at home. They're just so useful. I never have to look for a coffee cup in the morning. I always know where mine is. Coffee is always staying warm. Whenever I am using a regular coffee mug, I find that my coffee goes cold before I finish it. And these things are keeping the coffee hot all day long. Sometimes when you're in the hustle and you're working long days, long hours, you're trying to do 2 jobs at once, or you're running a business and you got to work long hours, it's good to have hot coffee. Those things matter. It does matter to keep your spirits up, to keep you going, to keep you functioning. There's nothing more disappointing to me than when I'm at work and it's already 11 o'clock in the morning and I still have half of my coffee to go and it's cold. That's why I invested in these. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. If you purchase one of these for a loved one, they will not be let down. It's a great gift idea. I will have to say that think about the size and style of Yeti that you're going to buy before you do it, because my wife bought me this one and now I only use this one at home. Why? Because this guy does not fit in a cup holder in the car. So it's always falling over. Sometimes I put it on my feet, wherever I can, or in between my legs, because if I leave it in the cup holder, it falls over. So I went out and I purchased this one. It has a thinner base at the bottom. Great for the car. The same for my water container. Fits in the cup holder. So the more you get to know me, the more you'll see these things around me. They're always with me everywhere I go. So good option. Finally, for my last gift idea, I would recommend purchasing a class for one of your loved ones. If they're watching YouTube, most likely they're trying to learn something. If they're into it, go out and find who they're following and see where you can get a class. I have many friends that I've developed over the years through social media, and I know a lot of them offer classes. For example, Canadian Woodworks up in Canada, you can go up there and you can learn how to build the coolest chair ever. You can go to Jess Crow from Crow Creek Designs and she teaches you how to make these beautiful ocean epoxy tables. You can go to Jory Brigham, I'm a huge fan of this guy. Awesome, amazing carpenter. You can go there and you can build a little end table. You can build a bench. You can sign up for classes to learn to do things that are outside of your strength, outside of your comfort zone. And you can come out confident, learning how to use new tools, learning how to build things that he never built before. You can even find classes just about learning. So definitely a good idea. Look into a class if somebody's just a hobbyist at this point and wants to do more work, wants to learn more things. YouTube isn't quite cutting it. They don't have a shop space to do everything that they want to do. Sign them up for a class, get them out there into a big shop, build something that they love. They will love, keep that, and they'll keep this piece forever, and they will not be disappointed with that. Finally, if you stuck around this long, I have a bonus gift for you. Number 11. Number 11 is a monthly subscription. This idea is a good idea because if you don't know exactly what you want to get them, a monthly subscription will never let down because there are subscriptions for things that everybody loves. Whether somebody's into wine, you could set them up for a monthly subscription for a couple bottles of wine a month. And then these subscriptions, the way that they work is that they'll send you different bottles and you can kind of cater to them like, oh, he only likes red wines or she only likes white wines, or however it is, you can set it up, or looking for wines from this part of the country, and they'll ship you different every month, a few different bottles to what you would like. So you're getting to try new wines and you're getting to get more involved in these kind of hobbies. Next, you could do something for cigars. I enjoy my cigar on the weekends, sometimes on a weeknight, and my wife last year signed me up for a subscription for a cigar club. So now every month I get 3 to 5 cigars in the mail, and they're new things that I never tried, and I'm always excited. Sit down with my buddies, have a glass of whiskey, smoke a cigar. That's an awesome perk. For a cigar club, if you're looking for one, I'm part of Privada Cigar Club. It's a great company. They created a great community, and you feel like a family there. If you're looking into a wine subscription, I would look into Gary Vaynerchuk's wine library. He seems to have the best pricing and the best options for a wine subscription. Next, you can get something called a man box. This is not necessarily you have to subscribe to, but there are websites where you can get a man box, where it's just a crate that full of guy stuff, dude stuff, man stuff. You can get like bourbon maple syrup, you can get a knife in there, you can get cleavers, you can get shovels, you can get a lighter, you can get a fire starting kit, all kinds of different ways to cater these boxes. Are just a bunch of little man things inside of one box. You can also subscribe to it. So there is Man Box, who does the Man Box, and then there's Bespoke Post, which my wife has got me in the past, and it also can be a subscription. So every month you get like a cool bag and a cool deodorant, or a cool cologne, or something new every month. It's kind of like a cool surprise. Every month you get this surprise package, what's inside, and you see like, oh, bourbon maple syrup, let me try this on my pancakes. So you get some cool bitters for a whiskey, or you get whatever. You can do all kinds of cool different things, and the surprise is awesome. So Christmas surprise, holiday surprise can last every month with a subscription. So that's my bonus tip. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Give me a like down below, and please leave a comment about which gift you thought was the best idea this year. Thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas!
Daddy.